Hiya guys, it's Rosemarie here with 505 Crafts here on YouTube, and I wanted to share with you guys a finished project I did for the Heart of a Gypsy Soul Design. That is a Facebook group, and we do swaps and challenges, and it's a really nice, sweet group, and I wanted to thank Gladys and Liz for doing an awesome job and having some fun swaps on there. I'm also part of the Craft Hole on Facebook, and we do lots of swaps there as well. And I say we because I'm part of the group, so I always consider myself as we, and don't hate me. And so before I go into what I did, so we're supposed to use 10 envelopes, and I just realized now I used 12. So the idea was for you to use use these ones and then take out 2. So the top and bottom should be taken out separately so you don't get confused. And so what I did first to get this technique down is I got a white envelopes. These are all white envelopes and they're 5x7s. Is I got the envelopes and I crunched them up really, really nice, and just so they wouldn't tear. I just crunched them up, and then I got my walnut stain distress ink and I kind of went over it really messy because I knew it was going to get flooded with color afterwards. And see how it gives that distress look? So that's how I got all of this look here. And you may not see it all, but you know what? It's there. And so it gives that nice distress look. And then I went and I sprayed my craft mat using this walnut ink because it's a really, really dark brown. And then I added water afterwards, and then that's how I got kind of like these browns here. And then I wanted some yellowish brown, so I would mix these two together and put water and then put the envelopes in there. Just be very careful because after they're very wet, they start tearing a little bit on the edges. So you just have to be careful with that if you decide you want to do it like I did. And then the same thing, I would add yellow and orange to the brown, and it just gave me all these different beautiful tones of browns. And it kind of looks like autumny, so I love it. I love it. It came out really, really nice. And it was so easy to do. You saw how easy I got that distress look. And then on the inside of the envelopes, so let me show you the inside of the box before I go further. See that square? So the envelope, I got an envelope, I kind of pre-measured, and I cut out a piece of paper with a square in it. And then I went through each envelope and I, measured. And then in each envelope, I inserted a piece of foam. And the foam I got at Joann's. It's super thick, and I thought it was going to be perfect. And I feel like it's kind of still tall, but that's why I use a thicker ribbon just to, lower the length down. But I just realized afterwards when I went to the dollar store that they have these poster boards that have the foam in it. And you can use cardboard as well, like corrugated. The problem is that I have sucky hands, and they suck when I have to cut and cut and cut, and I don't want to mess up, so I want something really easy to cut. And this one's kind of messed up because I was putting the foams on top and I was cutting on top of here. And so that's how I got that, and then I laid them all down, and I glued all these, I guess 10 together. And then I made them, I should have kind of off-centered them because, it just looks so uniform. But I hate being messy, so it's my fault. And then I went in and I put white paper here. And then I overlaid it with cream satin. And then I overlaid that with some cream colored lace. So it gives a nice, pretty box. And deep. It's really deep, so you could put whatever you want in there. I mean, of course, this is really tall, but I wanted you get the idea of how tall this really is. And so then after that, I waited and I put white paper on top of this one. And then I did the same layering. That way I could get a really nice clean edge on the bottom. And then I wasn't sure how to add the top part. And I saw that Bridget from Bees Altered Designs opened her envelope and added it that way. And that was a smart idea. I just used a piece of lace and I added it there. You could see it there, and tucked it under there, and then overlaid this with the pretty paper. So either way works fine. Then most of the ladies, what they were doing is they were putting ribbon and then tying it off, and then the person that receives it has to untie it and, you know, get in her box. but I wanted it to be user friendly. I want to be able, I'm instant gratification. It takes me too long to get to it. I'm just going to get bored with it. So I made sure to kind of tuck, if you see on the sides, I tucked the ribbon there and up there. And it looks like it's one whole piece. See? I just measured it all the way around just to kind of match. And it looks like one whole piece. And I just tucked the top part under this. And then, you know, this under here. And then they cross there. So it really looks like the ribbon is tied. And then just giving credit where credit is due. This is from Miriam's Crafting Supply, and I added a little bow. I didn't need to do much because I love this metal piece. This is one of my favorite pieces. And then I don't remember where I got that from. And the flowers I got from Bessie's Craft Shop here in Albuquerque. And then the paper that I used in the background, OMG, to die for. Get your butts over to Hobby Lobby and get this poetic postage. For some reason, everybody is into steampunk and vintage, and it's come really easy to me more than shabby. So I blew through all my old papers, so I've been trying to get my steampunk act back up in order. And let me show you how pretty this paper is. It's gorgeous. And it has like all kinds of glossy areas. Oh, I love it. It just adds a really nice texture. So on the back of this one, I think it has like a floral or like a fleur de lis. I can't remember. Oops, I'm out of frame. And then I made sure that it, look at this. It says secrets. Hello, secret mailbox. So secret letters box. So I love that it had that on there. And I definitely wanted to show it. And on the top, I just made myself a little bow. These keys I got from Miriam's Crafting Supply. OMG, they are to die for. Get over to her little shop and buy the little keys from her. And she has lots of metals, single metals. And let me show you it without it being tucked under there. Look at that. Love, 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 love. I've never seen something like this. I'm a sucker for cute keys. And then I also put a whole piece of lace on the bottom just so it could like stick out and give some little bit of vintage. Like it's been sitting there and getting laid over with so much stuff. And so on the internet, and internet meaning Google, which is my crafty helper, I printed out these postage cards. I just put vintage postage cards and I printed out whatever, and I vintaged them up with the walnut stain. You know, my Tim Holtz stuff. I need a new one. And I love how I wanted to show like all these pretty little stamps. And then the bike showing on there. So that's what gave me the idea to use the bike here. So my partner is Judy. And Judy, I really, really, really hope you like it. I kept leaving it there, coming back, leaving it there, coming back, because I was like, going in circles. I was trying to get away from the link, but I couldn't take it apart anymore. So I hope this is nice enough for you, and I really, really, really love it so much, and I actually really like the depth of it. That way you could put a lot of trinkets in there. And you guys have a good day, and don't forget to sign your stuff. Here's my stamp, or if you have a stamp. And hope you guys enjoyed that. So have a good one. Bye, guys. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please, not concerns really, because if it's a concern or, okay, well, if you have a concern, like if you're trying to make one, you have a question about it, please let me know. I will try and help you as much as I can. You guys have a good one. Thank you for hearing me ramble. Bye-bye.